a brand name. I stand behind it. I guarantee it.
Two hardcore contenders in a no-holds-barred match, one outcome. In one corner, we've got Pepsi Wild Cherry, a fan favorite since its introduction in 1988. And in the other corner, we've got Pepsi Cherry Vanilla, introduced initially in 2010 for a short time, and then reintroduced in 2016.
What's your prediction for the fight?
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain.
To start, let's take a look at the exterior design of each contender in their 20-ounce size. To start, let's take a look at the Cherry Vanilla bottle. As you can see in the center, it's got the contemporary Pepsi logo with the cherry on top, and then you've got the banding on the sides there, which I assume denote the cherry flavoring. And in the middle, you've kind of got like that kind of a beigeish, or I guess vanilla band across the middle, and I assume that again denotes the vanilla flavoring. Now let's take a look at the Wild Cherry bottle. And of course, it's got the wild cherries on top of the contemporary Pepsi logo. And then it's got the traditional Pepsi blue in the center. And on the top and bottom, you've got the red banding again, which I'm assuming again denotes the cherry flavoring. Overall, I thought the smoothness and just the overall taste of the vanilla cherry flavor was really good. It was not overwhelming. The vanilla flavor was just right. As soon as you start kind of pouring the glass, you kind of get that that hint of it, that aroma starts to come up, and then you start to feel a little bit of that cherry flavoring coming in there as well. It's kind of subtle. It's not too powerful, but you know it's there. And again, once you kind of have it where it's kind of mixing with that vanilla, I mean, it's very refreshing, I think would be a good word, a good way to describe it rather. And it was also very smooth as far as its consistency. This stuff, just going down the hatchet, if you will, it just had kind of a nice smooth texture where it wasn't too much bite. It was just right, just kind of in that sweet spot. So I'd highly recommend it from what I've tasted to this point. So let's move on to Wild Cherry and see what happens. Overall, I thought the cherry or Wild Cherry Pepsi was pretty good. The cherry to me though in this drink was just a little bit milder than I had anticipated. The Wild Cherry was to me a little bit more faint in its taste. You could really smell it good on the way down, but you really couldn't taste it as much. Like I said, coming off the glass, the aroma was pretty prominent, but like I said, just tasting it, I just wanted like a little bit more to it in that regard. But it was again to me a little bit more like regular Pepsi with like a hint of cherry in it. If you've ever gone to a restaurant and got like a lemon on the side of a glass of water or something like that, but not in the water. This kind of had that. This kind of reminded me of that, like almost with like a cherry on the side, but they didn't actually put it into the drink as much. But again, like I said, if you like, cherry flavored colas or what have you, it definitely is some cherry there, but it's just not very strong. But if you're okay with having a milder cherry flavor, you should be all right with this product, as again, it's a Pepsi product, so it's still solid. In my opinion, the crown goes to Pepsi Cherry Vanilla.
And everybody loves the hero.